this time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. We're heading down, taking. Darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life.
Let's do a quick review of Long Pine Key Campground. It's in the Everglades National Park. Flamingo is the campground. It's an outside source that books these campgrounds. So let's go ahead and because there's a Flamingo campground too at the end of the Everglades roads. We're in the Everglades, but about 2 or 3 miles past the entrance of the Everglades Park, you come to Long Pine Key Campground. And let's take a quick view of what we have set up here today. We're in site number 36. Of course, our picnic table's on the opposite side of the door, but plenty of foliage between campsites. Campsite 37 is not used. I think it's a little more of a trail. It is Monday. Earlier, we got here Saturday. There was somebody here and there was somebody over there. And there was a small little Class B camper right here. But other than that, we really don't see anybody. It's a Monday. We're really, liking this campground. No, there's no hookups. There's no sewer. There's no electric. There's no Wi-Fi. Now, there is at the entrance of the camp, there is a dump station and a station where you can get water. Let's take a quick look at the restrooms and the showers. Okay, this is what the men's look like. Flushable toilets. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the campsites. Some of them are just little turnouts, and they're for, I guess, tents. Actually, behind us, looking this way, this is the rear of our camper. This is mostly just tent sites. All right, here's some bigger fifth wheels. This one's probably, 35 feet, barely fitting into the campsite. And that one as well. They are fairly tight spots. Keep that in mind when coming here. This is an outer loop. That one's probably, 37 feet or so. That's on spot 87. And you can see of course they have extra luggage in the back. It's overhanging in the road some. I don't know how long that one is, but it's about 3 feet in the road. Probably the 3 feet of the extra luggage they have in the back. There's site number 88. Looks nice. It's probably good for a 20 to 30 foot maybe camper. Now this is loop G, which is just like a little 1/3 half moon shape loop. So it just depends on which site you get on which side the picnic table's at. There was one here Saturday and Sunday. They went into the road a little bit, and this is what their site looks like. Like I said, the concrete pads are shorter than you would like them. And here's us again. Of course, we're just about 35 foot, and we're about a foot away from the weeds in the back. If you have Starlink, I don't think you'll have a problem. Most sites are just these pine trees that are up, and Starlink seems to do pretty good through those. Site number 35. Here's the sign for Long Pine Key Campground. Doesn't really tell you, just it might say when you first enter this road, but right there it doesn't say. If you go straight, that's where the day parking and the day park is at. Plenty of room to maneuver in this campground, shouldn't have any problems. Now each of the loops, you may have to, you know, I parked off to the side and then went and looked at my campground and then my campsite, and then I actually looped around and came in from the other direction so I could back it in. So you may have to do that coming in here as well. This is the entrance. Come here, check in, good to go. Now I have to go online. It's recreational.gov to find these campsites like this. Other than that, a lot of Florida, you're crowded in 5-10 feet away from other campers. They do sell ice here, and they have firewood here for sale. Some dumpsters up near the entrance, and there's also some about halfway around this loop as well. So there's a review of Long Pine Key Campground. We really enjoy it. It's quiet. Generators have to be off by 8 p.m. We don't see another, most of the time we don't see another camper site out of our windows. So this is what we like. So hope you enjoy the little tour, and we'll see you guys next time. Nobody tell. You don't tell, I won't tell. put those down. Watch your fingers. See, here's our temperature thing. You put the truck keys in?
No, they're in my pocket. My purse is in here though.
Yep.
You got your wallet?
No, I don't wear. No, I don't have my wallet. Here it is.
Okay.
Raise up the trailer so I can fit underneath it?
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
He forgot, really. He was about to back the truck up. He says he would have remembered. That's why there's two of us. I remembered. So I'm raising the front end up.
Now, since we have a long bed truck, we get a little closer, so if you come in at an angle, you get pretty close if you're not straight on. Plus,
Go ahead.
plus you can't open this up. I don't think we can. I don't think we can open that up when we're hooked up. We can open it up like about a foot, and I can squeeze in there and get stuff if I need to. But other than that, I can't bring this all the way up and clip it up when we're hooked up normally. We're leaving the Everglades Long Pine Key Campground today, and there's no hookups here like we said, but they do have a dump station and they have a water station, but we're not going to fill back up. We're going to fill back up at our next campground. Well, today I got a little project going on with the Brinkleys underneath the bed part that slides out. They've been getting some condensation in there and some mold issues. And so I got the bed mattress off, and I'm gonna unscrew this top here, and I'm going to Paint it with some Keels, mold and mildew. Let that dry. And then I'm going to put some of this DIY insulation foam stuff. I think it's about 1 inch thick. I'm going to put that on it. Maybe a little bit of glue or a little bit of tape. So let's go ahead and take that off, and let me show you what's underneath there. Alright, here's what you have underneath the bed. Don't see any mold or mildew. Anything, just some wiring. Don't know where all that stuff goes to. Maybe some lighting outside, and this is the power cord right here. Now I will have to still install some vents. But Brinkley's sending me the vents to install. So here's what I have underneath the bed. No condensation, no moisture right now. But like I said, I'm still going to go ahead and put that foam, line it with foam. I think I've decided not to go ahead and put that Keels mold and mildew on it, because I think with the vents will fix it. And I'm going to go ahead and insulate it just a little bit more. I will do that. Here's what I have. And this is 3/4 inch. I took a look at it. This foam stuff, whatever this stuff, it's, get a little sample here. It's 3/4 inch thick, but you could do probably 1 inch thick or however thick you want. But I got 3/4 inch. That's just what Home Depot had. And I got some black Gorilla Tape just to help hold everything together. I'm sure there's a better way of putting this bed piece that raises up and down on these hinges, because remember it has those hydraulic hinges on there, which really pushes it this way really tight, and it needs some space to open. So I ended up using a crowbar to get in there, and then to help hold the space, I would put the ruler in there to help hold the space out to line the screw holes back up. So if you have 2 or 3 people, or you know, like I said, something to do with those hydraulic struts, I'm sure if you take those off, this bed part, those are going to be hard to put back on too. So just be careful putting it back on, and I'm sure there's better ways of doing it than I did, but it worked. You got my little gap in here, and all I got to do now is put the mattress back on. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped.
Right now.
You're walking behind the gator, trying to sneak up on him. They say those things can turn around super fast.
I wasn't sneaking up on him.
Well, if you're coming up from behind, and they say they can run 35 miles an hour for short bursts. So,
hey, Mom.
They say stay 15 feet away, and you were like 5 feet.
Hey, Mom, you would be really proud of Eric right now. He's mad at me because I got too close to the gator.